You got to see the Chainsaw Man movie. Rip to all the AMC Movie Pass holders who just go see whatever's new every week and had to see the Chainsaw Man movie knowing nothing about the fact that it's an anime. That's the Monday at 1 p.m. matinee for Chainsaw Man must have been a well of confusion, man. But yay, at least I got popcorn. Leroy Movie! That's a new guy. It's Leroy Movie. It's like Leroy Jenkins, but for movies. This one, Tron Ares got a 33.3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Repeating, of course. All right, chums, let's do this. Leroy Movie. Did he just get a ticket for Tron Ares? Oh, you like everything now. You like that one, huh? That's what passes for humor for you. You like Leroy Movie? I think I just might make an alt, a Leroy Movie alt account. And he could roll like greed or need. Which one's good and which one's bad? Tron Ares, it's the best movie I've ever seen. It's like a Nine Inch Nails music video starring my favorite actor. And finally, after Past Lives, which we gave a roll for greed, Greta Lee has finally been in a good movie. We will be rolling for need on Tron Ares. Getting into movies, been watching a lot of Tom Cruise lately. What should I do? I just watched Edge of Tomorrow. Okay, Edge of Tomorrow, that's a good movie. Best Tom Cruise performances? I mean, listen, it's a little Zemeckis core, because it's made by Cameron Crowe. But Magnolia is the obvious one. You have to see Magnolia. Clear a couple days off your schedule to see Magnolia. You gotta see Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire is also peak Tom Cruise. And after you've established a baseline, like a base case for Tom Cruise, then you gotta follow that up with Collateral and be like, I didn't know he had this kind of range. Show him the movie, yes! Let's do this, chums! Leroy Movie! Could totally work, man. Could totally work. God, nobody take Leroy Movie, okay? It's growing on me. It's easy to laugh at. It's easy to laugh at. That's one of the things that's good about it. Does Canada have any real people? It's kind of like very offensive. It's kind of extremely offensive. It's kind of, which makes it very bad bait. Makes it horrible bait. Answer the question. Fuck, the deflection didn't work. They're on to us. Leroy Movies. We gotta come up with a second part of this thing though. So you know how he normally says, "At least I have chicken," and by normally I mean that one time he said, "At least I have chicken." What could he say? What's a movie that sounds like chicken? At least I got kundun, something like that. At least I've got popcorn. Of course. I was trying to think of a movie, but At Least I've Got Popcorn is so much better. When's K-PAX 2? Yes, when's Leroy Movies? When's K-PAX 2? Kind of Bush League to make the whole movie and not answer the question we were all watching the movie for. This is Leroy Movies review of K-PAX. We roll greed on K-PAX. Everybody wants to know if K-PAX is an alien and they don't tell you. No stars. No stars. You didn't watch the movie then? Okay, so bro's good at math. All of a sudden he has to be extraterrestrial in origin. You ever see Good Will Hunting? Bro's from Boston, man. It ain't that serious. Explain Leroy's rating scale? It's easy. There's 3 ratings. Roll for need is you've got to see this. Roll for greed is they were greedy for making this. Don't go see it. And then no stars is this movie's really bad. And I'm thinking that probably the Leroy Movies character, every good movie is gonna get no stars. And every bad movie is gonna get a roll for need. I guess I didn't kill everything in this room. Things Colin Firth did not say in Kingsman. Kingsman 1, that's a roll for, actually no, that's no stars. No stars! Everybody's got a funny accent. Leroy Movies can't understand what they're saying. Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, roll for need. You need to go see this. It's the first sequel that's better than the original. We need this bit gone. You don't like Leroy Movies? Leroy Jenkins who watches movies? Hey NL, is it bad that I still think about the fact that 4 years ago you said you hated I'm Thinking of Ending Things because it was pretentious, but you said you really liked the Darjeeling Limited? Yeah, it's really bad. The reason it's really bad is you're half right. I do not like I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and I think Charlie Kaufman needs the tempering influence of a director like Spike Jonze in order to pare down his irritable neuroticism and make it more palatable for an audience such as myself. But if you spent 4 years thinking about this, you fucked up, buddy, because I do not like the Darjeeling Limited. I would never have said that I really like the Darjeeling Limited. I saw it in theaters at the screening room in Kingston, Ontario the weekend it came out, and I said, this isn't very good. You've been fighting a battle in a war that doesn't even exist. That's what really sucks about it. What makes it not good? Well, I don't know. I saw it 20 years ago. I saw it 20 years ago on a date that wasn't a date with my crush who didn't know I had a crush on her. So I was kind of, to be fair, it's probably not the best time to be reviewing a movie. I was a little distracted, wondering if this was going to be the day where I confessed in a not weird way that actually, like, I'm in love with you and have been for a long time. So it's probably that's not Leroy Movies. That's a real guy. That's me. So maybe it's worth a rewatch at this point. Could be worth a rewatch. Squeeze me? That's Leroy Human. That's so true. Anyone else long on Bear Stearns? Dude, a Time Machine to 2006 would be crazy. It's kind of insane that if they did Hot Tub Time Machine now, and they went back the same number of years that they went back in the movie, they'd literally be in 2016. That's fucked up, dude. Rob Corddry, what are you doing, man? Hot Tub Time Machine is great. It's kind of a tearjerker at the end, man. When what is Rob Corddry's? I literally cried when I saw it in the theater. He goes back in time and invents Google, man, to save his life, to stop him from his addiction to drunk driving. It's a tearjerker, bro. You know I'm a dreamer, and my heart is cold. I gotta run away high, and then I never come home, yeah. He calls Google Lugal, too. They don't make fucking comedies like that anymore. Well, they did make a Hot Tub Time Machine, too, and I never saw it. Because at that point, it seems like it was just stretching the bounds of good sense. They don't make movies like Hot Tub Time Machine 1 anymore, man. So true. They have to make it woke now. Lukewarm, non-denominational time travel device one. Probably like John Cusack, they'd have to be like Joan Cusack or something like that. It would be all fucked up. It wouldn't even make any sense. Instead of Crispin Glover, it would be like Chris Pratt and Danny Glover or something. I don't know. Kind of works. Trying to find a way to make it work. Josh Gad would be in there. So Josh Gad might be in the first one now that I think about it, but he'd be in there somewhere probably. He's everywhere these days, Josh Gad. Okay, Leroy Clinton is kind of good, man. Leroy Clinton is kind of sick. You have a 32.3% chance of winning the election. Repeating, of course. Actually, that is not what Nate Silver said, and I will never forgive him. Did he just launch his electoral? Okay, maybe it doesn't work at all. Never mind. Yes, as I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife. In real life, she's very plain. That's just perfect for an Amish like me. You know, we shun fancy things like electricity. I don't remember I don't remember the whole thing. I ain't ever punched a tourist even if he deserved it. An Amish with a tood, you know, that's unheard of. But I keep something and something so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man with a plan. I'm into discipline. Got the Bible in my hand and a beard. Apparently I do remember the whole thing.